What's up, YouTube? It's Brandon B, aka Blaze here. So it's time for another movie review. So I went to the movies a couple days ago and I saw the movie called The Disaster Artist. It's a movie with James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Dave Franco's in it. It's actually a really, really good movie. There was a lot of comedy, a lot of laughs, a tiny bit of action in it, like a fight scene. That's pretty much it. There was a lot of drama, and this one was actually like a serious type movie. This movie is actually to do with the worst movie ever made in America that became a cult classic and it had tons of followers, which is called The Room, which I think came out in 2003. The guy that made the movie is Tommy W, because I can't pronounce his last name, but he is actually the writer, the director, and the star of the movie of The Room. And then his friend there, Greg, plays the guy in the movie called Mark in the movie The Room. And it's basically about just these two guys that hang out and live together, and I don't know, pretty much that's about it. I never really got a chance to see all of the original The Room. So The Disaster Artist is actually more of like a behind-the-scenes type movie and takes you into on how the movie The Room was created, how it was written. Plus, there's basically, this plays out just like how The Room went with the different scenes, and it shows you more about Tommy and Greg and how they became friends. It shows you about how the movie was created, how they wrote it, and it shows you basically that them trying to survive in Hollywood and they can't, so they decide to come up with their own movie, and it's called The Room. James Franco played Tommy in it, and then Dave Franco played Greg. So basically, hold on, sorry, one second. Yeah, so then pretty much it's just about them making this movie. Seth Rogen plays the director, like assistant director, because Tommy was the real director, which was James Franco. So then they create the movie The Room. They have it shown at a movie theater. It turns out it only stayed there for I think a couple weeks. It didn't really make that much money, only like $1,000 something. But it became a cult classic because everybody named it the worst movie in America. James Franco was actually spot on with his performance as Tommy, because the guy, Tommy, actually talked the way he did, dressed the way he did, and James Franco nailed it completely, like he portrayed Riff Raff in Spring Breakers. But James Franco actually won an award for this movie for Best Actor. I actually thought this movie was really good. Basically, it's kind of like a behind-the-scenes documentary of how The Room was made, and just shows you the life of Tommy W, because I can't pronounce the last name. It was a lot of laughs in it. The movie leaves off really good and actually shows you some real footage of the real Tommy guy and the real guy, Greg. But overall, it was such a great movie. The three actors, Dave Franco, James Franco, and Seth Rogen, did really good together, because they need to bring back the comedy troupe together and introduce Dave Franco. But overall, I thought it was a really good movie. It made me like really focused into it. It caught my attention. There was a lot of drama, a lot of a little bit of action, just like a little fight scene. There was some romance, but not too much. But then there was a lot of drama, and the movie actually really went fast, and it kept you going at the edge of your seat. So I really liked it. I'm gonna give this movie probably 8 out of 10. Only because I wish it was longer for me to keep on watching it. And I wish it had a lot more comedy, and there could have been more dark scenes, and there could have been a little bit more action. I know that it was basically more of a comedy film, but I hope this movie does win at the Oscars. So please keep on watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.